semifinals. Semifinals will still be a best of three, and the finals will be a best of five. Um, I'm looking forward to watching Shimo and Azriel go at it, but we need to find out what plus minus Myriad and what the other two players, Johnny and Mel, can put out here.
Yeah,
Because it would be interesting to watch those two play, but we might have some good challenge coming up from plus minus, I think.
I think we will. Yeah, Plus Minus has said that he feels very confident that he'll be able to go far in this tournament, and hopefully, he'll be able to play as well as he perceives himself doing.
He sent me over a recast or sorry, a replay, and to look at possibly casting for him. And I have to say, he is a very good player. He does swap between races, so um, he is very talented with each one of them. Although I know he says that Zerg is not his, that TVZ is not his strong point. So
Hmm.
if he does go up against Shumar Azrael, he is looking up against a big fight there if he's playing his Terran.
But he also might be able to play to his strength and able to opt for random just to get in the mind of the opponent and scramble up their brains a little bit.
Absolutely.
If you see random, you have to scout earlier. You have to know what you're scouting. It's just weird to play against someone that's random.
It could really throw off a player, especially when you're trying to scout that out. So we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break and possibly take a little 5 minute break here in order to wait to find out the results of these games, so we can go ahead and move on to the semifinals. So I'm going to launch a little commercial break here real quick, and then we'll move on.
All right, I'm back. Um, so yeah, new update. Johnny took it 2-0.
Nice.
Um, yeah.
Wow.
Um, Apparently it was he got Melvin got destroyed. What was it? I would suggest.
We're going to jump
We'll see.
to
Well, we're waiting on Johnny and my raid.
yeah, plus
Or
minus.
plus minus in my raid. Um, I'm thinking. Oh, let me give them. Uh,
So then now we're casting all three games of both brackets now.
oh yeah, you're.
We could get started with Azrael and Johnny if we wanted to.
Yeah, we can. Um, let's see.
If someone else might want to go into the channels and advertise though, because I'm having people whisper me saying, the more you type in here doesn't mean that we're gonna go and actually check out your channel. So,
I didn't know you were doing the same thing I was, so they're probably annoyed.
Everyone hates.
oh,
Everyone
yeah,
always
I'll
hates a
I'll
spammer.
just I'll let you go ahead and do it then because I didn't know anyone else was doing it.
You have a rep to maintain, so
Yeah, pretty much.
we can just destroy Thunders. Um, that's kind of the way I like to think about it. So I kind of play with Thunder's name loosely out there in the community.
Um, hey, Pud, can you please set up the next match so when Asbriel's ready, we can just pop him right in there?
Sure.
Also, I'll get a hold of Johnny for you.
In fact, I'm going to set this up with me versus Streiks.
First game's gonna be Typhon Peaks or I don't know how to say it.
Typhoon? Yeah, I think you said it right. I don't think it's typhoon.
And I know it's not Typhoon. English language, you would need two O's for that. Yeah, it's Typhon Peaks, round of 4, semifinals. Azrael versus Johnny.
Streiks, you want to accept my invite?
Yeah.
I mean,
Here
I
we
think you
go.
should. I like to consider us friends, but maybe you don't, so that's fine.
What the hell map is this?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's not Typhon Peaks. It's 1v1 Typhon. That's totally different. At first, this looked like nothing but... Oh, that was just not the right map. Oh. I was confused. I have to quit this game. Send as and... Okay.
Okay, here we go. That is the right map.
That's it.
All right.
We're gonna have to invite more people in here and then kick them. So for spectating, since it's just gonna be a 4 and a 4.
You know, I'm just going to give it to you. I usually
thank you.
screw these things up.
Just set it to a 1v1.
And I do. Oh, what do you know?
Look at that.
Is
I know.
Azrael ready? It's
Yes, he
Azrael
is.
and Johnny, right?
Azrael and Johnny.
That's right.
I just want to say that Thunders is still taking us to school.
Yep, both said they were ready, so.
Ooh. All right. This is gonna be a good game for the viewers. This is a little TBT going on.
A little variety from what we've seen. So let's see if these
Yeah.
players are ready to go. And hopefully we have the green light from the two of them and we can get this going. So like we said, this is going to be a best of 3, Typhon Peaks, Terran versus Terran, Azrael versus Johnny. Johnny had a 2-0 against his opponent. And I believe Azrael also had a 2-0. So this should be an
Update.
interesting game.
My raid, 2-0 over plus.
Oh, so we have... I need you to close your stream.
Wow.
That feedback was just growing. It was like literally a typhoon. Is anyone else still there? I feel like that was a terrible storm that just happened.
Just wiped off everyone off the face of the earth. And we're starting this game, so
Alright, so Terran versus Terran, Johnny versus Azrael, 2-0 players so far in this tournament, along with a single elimination. First round match, 4 spawning positions. They both spawn opposite of each other on the right side of the map. We have Azrael on the bottom right, and we have Johnny on the top right. So, I actually haven't been able to watch Johnny play too many games. He has a very different play style. He likes to... He's almost like a Zerg player with the Terran. I mean, he just adjusts on the fly, and he's very good about it.
yeah, he's actually very good at it, in my opinion. He's better than I am at it, which means that I think he's pretty good. I mean, he's done some adjustments where it's like, wow, you know, he knew exactly what to do and how and when to do it. His timings are just down.
And his unit production, every time I've watched him, he's always been consistent, and he always keeps pumping out the units. He rallies them perfectly, so he's a good player, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do here. But as we said, Azrael is a high-ranking Masters, and Azrael, you know, deserves that position. He is a very talented Terran player.
Absolutely. I know, I'm actually not quite sure what builds to expect from either of these players against each other at this point.
You know, I'm kind of thinking that we might see a little bit of a macro start off in this game. It wouldn't surprise me. It would be interesting to watch some rushing, and yeah, that would always be fun to watch. We do have the barracks already going up, and just rallied at the front of the base. Johnny will be able to scout it out, find out exactly what his opponent's doing. Johnny does have his factory up, and his barracks is almost complete. His timing is just a little bit behind Azrael. Azrael is going for that second Rex.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not seeing the factory.
Which factory?
Did you say factory?
Oh, sorry. I meant to say I meant to say refinery.
Oh, okay. I was like, am I lagging severely or?
Nah, you're just watching the wrong game, bro.
No, I must be in the wrong lobby. That's it. I set up this lobby and then, you know, I just accidentally joined another one while this one was loading.
It's okay. It happens. We just replace you with someone else. We replace you with Thunders. We have Reapers on the way out for Azrael.
Ooh.
And Reapers can do some really good damage against the Terran player. The great thing is the map that we're on gives him a really good advantage to just fly around
Ooh. he is going to scout that Reaper. Perfect timing.
And like we said, Johnny is no stranger to timing. However, he does have his own set of Reapers.
Yeah? It's actually interesting they would both go Reaper without having scouted each other's Reaper production before it actually happened. It's interesting to me. They would both opt for Reapers when you don't see a lot of people using Reapers nowadays, so it's actually kind of a shock to see one person do a Reaper in a TVT, let alone both players opting for Reapers.
I think Reapers is a good choice, though. The map is it's a big map. Both armies are not very mobile. Reapers are a great way to get some vision around the map and poke into your opponent's base and see what's going on. I don't know if he's going for much of a harass. He does have more Reapers being produced, so he could be going here for a little bit of a push with Reapers. In the meantime, he's also getting his stim pack ready. And like we say, Stimulus Gaming is 9 out of 10. Terran Medics approve.
Yep, Terran Medics approve it, but the FDA still won't. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with it.
They usually don't like anything that does work. All right, so we do have the SCVs coming off the line to take out these Reapers. These Reapers are just doing so much damage to these SCVs.
Wow.
You know, this could really put him in a bad position. However, we do have the tank coming up.
The siege tank.
And that
clean up all those Reapers.
It
Yikes.
Does. And he
He
doesn't.
lost a few drones there. He didn't lose a surprising amount. He lost about 7 because he's down 7 right now, but he has a mule out too, which makes up for some of that. So I mean,
yeah, the mules really do help. And
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The mules, that's a great thing about being a Terran player, is you could lose a chunk of your SCVs, but the mules can definitely back you up while you're trying to reproduce them, especially against any early aggression.
Absolutely. As we see, the command center is already done for Ezra, though he is going to expand to his natural right now. And he's going to back it up with some Marines.
In the meantime, he's also getting his factory finished. Now, I'm getting it right, he does have a factory finishing up and a starport, and he is getting his units rallied out in the front, so that way he can go ahead and protect his base that is just now coming up online.
Yeah. You know, I'm not sure when Johnny is planning on expanding. I haven't seen a command center go down yet. I would say that he's getting sort of far behind at this point. He needs to expand. He needs to catch up with the economy of Israel if he's going to make it far in this game.
I think Johnny right now is really working hard on catching up on that harvester count, but you know, he did take some damage there. It is 26 harvesters for Azrael versus the 18 of Johnny. Both of them are using their mules. So that really could, you know, it's not really helping Johnny in this situation right now. We do have more Marines being produced for Johnny. I would hope to see an expansion come up soon. He did go for that Banshee harass, and I missed it. It obviously doesn't work against those Marines, so he is forced to back out of there. He's trying to take out that siege tank, and Azrael's responding with a missile turret in his natural, saying, you know what, if you want to come over here, you're going to have to deal with this missile turret and this Viking that's coming up to take it out.
With a range of 9, I'm not sure how much longer this Banshee is actually going to be in the game. He's going to get sniped here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And Ezreal's also going to scout that natural going down for Johnny at the same time.
This puts Azrael in a perfect position to go ahead and move out with his army as he's doing now. Putting out that pressure. I mean, this army is a scary looking army against what the other Terran player has.
And I'm not sure. Oh, he just now canceled the Banshee and decided to go for a Viking instead. There we go. I was going to question why he would still opt for that, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen right now with this attack. I'm pretty sure that Ezreal's going to be able to push in and it's going to be nasty.
Johnny is not sieging up. He chose not to siege up his tanks, which those siege tanks are actually working. It's taking out the entire army of Azrael. He did hold that off successfully, and that was a little bit of a harsh push. However, they were semi-equally matched. It's just one siege tanked and or one siege